Coach Jim McElwain, University of Florida head football coach. Coach, welcome back to Alabama. Hope all is well.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Man, it's great to be back, and what an honor it is to be back in the SEC conference.
Coach, when you look at the SEC Media Days, it's sort of the unofficial start. I don't know about you as a coach, but as far as a media member and the fans, this is sort of the unofficial start, and it sort of gets your blood pressure going in the right direction that college football is right around the corner.
Yeah, it definitely is. And, this is that time of year, too, that's kind of hitting into this week when you're heading back into the office and really kind of had a chance to kind of think about all the different things that you've got coming up, and now the fun part starts, and you can't wait till August 6th starts in our case.
Coach, when you look at your football team and you spend time breaking it down and you're still trying to build that trust, help us understand the salesman pitch that you have to do to build that trust with those players and coaches as your first few months here in Florida.
Well, the biggest thing is being yourself. Know that you're there for them. That's probably, to me, first and foremost, is, they can come in and visit anytime they want, and, it can be about anything. And because there's a lot of stuff that goes on in these guys' lives, and, if there's any way you can help and be a part of that, you sure want to. And that's really all part of it, is really just being available.
Coach, when you look at your fan base, very passionate fan base, and their expectations are high, and that's where you want it when you look at a place like Florida there in Gainesville. Talk about the expectations and where they should be as we get a little bit closer to college football.
Well, expectations, that's the fun part of all this. And, we expect to go out and be successful. That's really what it's all about. But you can't ever answer those expectations without, putting forth the work today to get better tomorrow. That's kind of what it's all about, and that's what we've been kind of building on. It's not about, pointing at a game. It's not about pointing at the opening, part of the season. It's about what we've done today to give us an opportunity to be better, and that's the thing, that the constant push forward with what you do, and that's what we're trying to get across.
Coach, when you look at the SEC, do you think it's stronger now than what it was when you were here as an offensive coordinator at the University of Alabama?
It's hard. I've been, haven't been gone for a couple of years. I just know how good it is. It's hard for me to believe it can be a whole bunch better. And yet, it sure seems like they're all getting better. So, at the same time, a lot of programs are getting, better and better and better. And that's in all aspects of what they're doing, whether it's with facilities, and helping recruiting, get players in there. Obviously, the coaches in this conference are fantastic up and down the board. So, I think each program has really put a lot into it. And whether it's better or not, I don't know. But I just know it's pretty darn good.
Coach Jim McElwain right now, University of Florida head coach, joining us here inside the game, live at SEC Media Days in Hoover, Alabama. Coach, I want to talk about the hotbed of talent, and I know that you're not able to talk about recruiting specifics, but being in a state that is one of the best in the country as far as producing high school talents and then getting ready for college football, how beneficial is that for you?
Well, obviously, I think for us, there isn't a school in the country, it doesn't matter what level they're at, that doesn't recruit in some form in the state of Florida, and rightfully so. It's our responsibility to keep great players in the state, and we aren't going to be able to keep them all, and we can't sign them all, and yet the key is just getting the right ones, right? And for us, that's a focus for us first and foremost, and then moving throughout the footprint of the SEC, I think that's really important as well, and we're doing some of that moving forward.
Coach Jim McElwain right now inside the final couple of minutes here. As we look at the Gators, as we are now approaching that 50-day mark, what would be the area that you think needs to improve the most?
Well, I think, all of us continually getting to know each other. Not only coaches, current players, but the new players that are coming in and making sure that everybody understands the direction that we've got to pull and to make this thing happen. And I've been really proud of our older guys, the way that they've accepted these young guys and have really invested in them and realizing that, you know, they're going to be a big part of their legacy moving forward.